Welcome back. Time now for sports news. Here's Kayode Alayode.
Welcome now to sports news. Nasarawa Amazons have emerged champions of the 2017 Nigeria Women's Football League Super 4. They defeated four-time winners Delta Queens 1-0 in the final of the round-robin tournament. Amarachi Okoronkwo scored the winner to hand Nasarawa Amazons their second league title since 2013. The Lafia outfit will earn 3 million naira for the title, while Delta Queens get 2 million naira. Meanwhile, goal-scoring midfielder Esosa Igbinosa heads the list of players dropped by Nigeria Professional Football League NPFL side Rivers United as they commence preparation for the 2017-2018 season. Igbinoba, who was an influential figure at Nasarawa United before his switch to Port Harcourt during the December-January period, battled with injuries during his one-time stint at the club. According to the club, 21 players were retained, and clearly missing in the list were Ayo Saka, Ifeanyi Okoye and Yusuf Jayola. Former Niger Tornadoes duo Gabriel Wassa and Lukman Mohammed were also not part of the retained squad. And United States coach Bruce Arena has left his role after the side failed to reach the 2018 FIFA World Cup finals. The US will not compete in next year's tournament in Russia after a 2-1 defeat in Trinidad and Tobago on Tuesday. The loss, coupled by wins from Panama and Honduras, meant that the United States have failed to reach the World Cup for the first time since 1986. Arena left Major League Soccer side La Galaxy to succeed Jürgen Klinsmann, who was sacked with the United States sitting bottom of the six-country qualifying group. Australia's Football Association will not take action against Tim Cahill after it was claimed he used the goal celebration to promote a sponsor. The striker made a T sign after scoring for Australia in the World Cup qualifying win over Syria on Wednesday. In a now deleted Instagram post, a travel agency hailed the gesture and Cahill replied with 8 emojis. The win earned Australia a playoff against Honduras, with the victors earning a place at next summer's World Cup in Russia. Yes, we all meet in Russia next year. That's it on Sports News. Amarachi is back in just a moment.
The Supreme Court in South Africa has ruled that President Jacob Zuma must face charges of corruption, fraud, racketeering and money laundering. It agreed with the lower court's ruling last year that prosecutors could bring back 783 counts of corruption relating to a 1999 arms deal. The charges had been set aside 8 years ago, enabling Mr. Zuma to become president. They relate to Zuma's relationship with the businessman Schabir Shaik, who was tried and found guilty in 2005 of soliciting bribes from a French arms company for Mr. Zuma's benefit. Meanwhile, the South African president is in Owerri, the Imo State capital, on a 2-day visit to the governor, Rochas Okorocha. The president, who arrived at about 7 p.m. today, was received by Governor Okorocha, former President Olusegun Obasanjo, and some other notable Nigerians. Our correspondent Eitope Kuti tells us more.
We are here at the Sam Mbakwe Airport in Owerri, the Imo State capital, where the Imo State governor, Rochas Okorocha, just received the president of South Africa, Jacob Zuma, who is in Imo State for a 2-day visit. And within these 2 days, there will be a memorandum of understanding to be signed between the Jacob Zuma Foundation and the Rochas Foundation for them to jointly work on education for indigent children in Africa. The president is also going to visit the Oaji Egbema Industrial Park for possible partnership between the South African government and the Imo State government. Also, the president is going to have talks with the governor on the possible takeoff of the international cargo airport here in Owerri, the Imo State capital. We are going to cover all the activities of the president as he visits Imo State. From Owerri, the Imo State capital, Eyito Kwekute reporting for Channels Television News.
U.S. President Donald Trump has threatened to pull the United States out of the Iran nuclear deal if Congress and U.S. allies do not agree to strengthen it. Addressing reporters today on his decision on the deal, Trump accused Iran of committing multiple violations of the agreements, despite the fact that the International Atomic Energy Agency, America's European allies, and even his own government say that Tehran is complying with the 2015 deal reached by former Presidents Barack Obama and major world powers. President Trump said he would no longer make regular certifications that the lifting of sanctions under the deal was in the interests of the United States. On entertainment news tonight, Davido's lawyers released an official statement concerning the death of his friend Tagbo Mayowa Wundele. Has more.
Many thanks. It's been a week of controversies for pop star Davido, whose lawyers have now come out to again deny his involvement in the death of his friend Tagbo Umeke, last seen alive in the company of Davido and a group of friends at a club in Lagos, southwest Nigeria. In a statement published via Instagram, Davido also denies a statement by Lagos Commissioner of Police Imohimi Edgal, who said investigations revealed Tagbo's corpse was taken to the hospital morgue on his instructions. Davido's team has released CCTV footage showing his departure from the club without Tagbo, who was displaying drunken behavior. He also says he was unaware that an escort vehicle belonging to his entourage was used to transport the corpse to the hospital. No charges have been made thus far. In other news, following the success of Biola Alabi's debut film, Banana Island's Ghost, the producer is now working with music stars Seisei and Vector for our latest production titled Lara and the Beat. It will be their first movie project. The coming-of-age story will also star Somkele Idarama, Chinedu Ikedieze, popularly known as Aki, Bimbo Manuel, Choma Apota, DJ Exclusive, Deyemi Okonlawo, Ademola Adedoyin, Uche Jumbo, and many others. And that's it from me. Thanks for watching. The rest of the news continues shortly.
And the main news again. Leaders from the southeast region of Nigeria today met with President Buhari to discuss developmental challenges in the region. After the meeting, they said they're optimistic that their grievances would be resolved. That's the news at 10 tonight. Thank you for watching. I am Amarachi Ubani. Good night.